Crash Bandicoot 2. Cortex Strikes Back.
Hey everybody, the Gaming Guru 51 here, and welcome to Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. Out of the original trilogy of Crash games for the PS1, this is the one I've played the most. And not only that, this game improves so much from the original game. And in the original game, Crash 1 was really good, but this one is just even better, and I can't wait to explain that to you guys as we start getting into playing it. So, without further ado, let's go.
Crystals. Of course.
Uh-oh, looks like Cortex found a new power supply.
But Dr. Cortex, to reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, but also the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we need to find an enemy.
That is not good.
Crash? Crash? Crash! My battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
Well, looks like we're gonna have to find a new battery supply for Coco Bandicoot, who happens to be Crash's sister. Yeah, they got rid of Tana Bandicoot from the first game because she was deemed quote-unquote too sexy for the series. So, oh man. And also, this is the first Crash game that you could play on an analog stick on the PS1 controller, and it is beautiful. Beautiful, so much better than the clunky D-pad in my personal opinion. But let's get into the controls while we start this off. You can press the X button to jump, you can press the square button to do your spin, which is nice, and if you run and press L or R1, you can do a slide. Now this is the most amazing move in the entire game, because if you use a slide combined with a jump, you get a super high jump. And you will be seeing me running like this throughout the game while I dash underneath and then spin, because you go so much faster than just walking. And it might get annoying to see, but this is how I maneuver throughout the game. And it will be quite useful later on, and I'll talk about that when we get there. Now, everything's still the same here. We're collecting boxes, and where are we going? Whoa, what the heck is this place?
Well, well, well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak again.
Well, since Cortex didn't really ask us to help him find the crystals, looks like he forced us to help him anyway. But here we have our hub world with some levels that we get to do in any order, but I'm going to start with the first level here, Turtlewood. So let's jump into our first level of the game. So as Cortex mentioned, each level does have a crystal that we'll have to collect. And not only that, this game does have the gems that we get to collect once again. And the best thing about this game, and I mean literally the best thing ever, is that in this game, you don't have to die. You don't have to not die to get all the boxes. Because in this game, you do have to collect all the boxes to get a gem. But you don't have to not die to get that. So if you die once, you have a chance to get all the boxes even still. And that is pretty much the best thing about this game right there, is that fact, because I don't have to reset the level every time. Also, I didn't even mention I can do this, but if you press X to jump and then press circle, you can do a ground pound, and that kind of demonstrates it right there. So in this first level, Turtle Woods, we are going to be collecting all the boxes, as we always did back in the first game, to get a gem. And we do have crystals to find as well, which are mandatory. You have to collect those in the game, which is cool. And also, as you see down there, those are nitro boxes. If you touch those, you're going to die. And it is not good. You don't want to touch them because you instantly die. Also, this. Whew. See, the extra high jump is really convenient to getting to areas that you wouldn't normally get to with just a normal jump. So you will be seeing me slide a lot and spin. You will be seeing me do a high jump a lot as well. This game, like I said, just improves so much on the original game with new moves, new mechanics, and it's just so good. I can't say enough about it. It's just that good. So anyways, we are just going through our merry way, collecting all the boxes, and we are just going to have a good time. We did have bonus levels in the first game with those Tana token minigames. This game doesn't have any tokens of any kind like that. You just kind of go into bonus levels, get all the boxes, and then you get out. And it's really nice. It also keeps track of how many boxes you've collected throughout the level, so that's even better. Also, we have these boxes, and that's pretty much it for the game. That's pretty much how the game's gonna go. We were gonna find a battery for Coco Bandicoot. However, Cortex kind of stole us away, and now we're forced to help him get all the crystals. Also, just like in Crash 1, if you get all of the Aku Aku masks, then you can get invincibility for such a short period of time. And this really helps because you can just destroy everything that comes into your way, and without any fear or any hesitation at all. And it lasts for quite the while too, so that's really nice. Also, if I haven't mentioned already, Aku Aku masks allow you to get extra hits. So right now I have 2 free hits because I got 2 masks, but getting the third one will give me invincibility for a short time, which is really sweet. And we are already at the end of the level, and since we got all the boxes, we got ourselves a gem for it. And we already collected the crystal as well, so let's get the heck out of here because we are done with this level, man. And there's our crystal. And there's our gem. And now another best thing, look at this dance. This dance just brings back so much nostalgia for me, especially when I first played this game as a child. But what's going on here?
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. Crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
There, Crash? Crash! Crash! Are you there, Crash?
Well, I did not understand what the heck she said. But as you guys can see, there is yet another gem we can get in this level, the blue gem. And no, color gems are not that tricky to get. Well, maybe a little bit. There's some of the color gems in this game are a little tricky to get. This one is not so much. What you have to do to get this gem is you have to go through the entire level without breaking any boxes. So in this level, we broke all the boxes to get a gem. When we go through this level again, we're not going to break any boxes. And that's really not that difficult. All you have to do is just be careful of your movement, make sure you don't accidentally hit an enemy into a box, because it does happen sometimes, and we'll be good to go. And no, we cannot get any checkpoints, which is kind of silly, because if you break that checkpoint box, then you can't get all the boxes. Or no, then you will break a box, and then you will not get the gem. So just kind of have to be really careful, and everything will be alright. Every level has at least one, has one crystal in it, which is mandatory, but it has at least one gem in it. Some levels may have 2, and it requires special circumstances to get that gem. So I'll talk about those, and yeah, nice little shortcut there. I wanted to show that off, but I couldn't the last time, so pretty cool stuff. I don't know if I can do it here as well. Oh my goodness, that was beautiful. Yeah, I will be doing little tricks like that to kind of get through these levels a little bit faster. I mean, the levels themselves aren't that difficult, except the later ones. There are levels in this game that are difficult in their own right. But since we didn't break any box, here we get ourselves the blue gem, which will be used in later levels to do certain things to get all the boxes in those levels. So they have the same mechanics as the first game, which is really nice. Alrighty then, so let's bring in our blue gem here. And we got a nice little dance there. I will be skipping this dance every so often because, I mean, it is cool to watch, but it does take a little bit of time for him to do his dance. And another person.
So, you were helping Cortex gather crystals, yet you have acquired a gem. Interesting. Well, Crash, know this? As long as you are allied with Cortex, you are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser beam that will destroy Cortex and the space station he's created. Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering
Well, Nitrous, Brio, and Cortex seems to be at a bad thing, and Brio wants us to collect gems, and Cortex wants us to collect crystals. So what are we going to do about that? Well, we're going to collect both. So that way they are both happy, and that's how you 100% this game. And this is a TNT box. We've seen these before, and I'm just going to be invincible to blow up everything in my path. And I won't be doing this when I'm invincible because you're actually going faster when you're just running at this speed. Except with this. With ice physics, this is just the best way to do it because, I mean, it's a little unstable, and I'm trying to break a box, but I can't do it. It's a little unstable, but hey, it works. Also, we have these things. So, as you guys can see, we have a lot more ways to move around in this game, and the levels are much more fun in my opinion. The first Crash game, I said before, was really good. The whole series as a whole is fantastic, but just this game is just improved so much from the original game that it's hard to even play the first one. And also, yeah, there's a color gem up there. We're not going to be able to get that for quite the while, so we're just going to have to pass it for now until we get the ability to do so, and that won't be until a lot later in the game, so just keep that in mind. Well, not too much later, if I remember correctly. But right now, our objective here is to break all the boxes. There are going to be some levels in which we can't break all the boxes right away, just like in the first game. And we will have to figure out a way to get all the boxes in those levels when we get to them. And of course, I will talk about when we get that moment when we can't get all the boxes. It's not going to be like the first game where there's a lot of backtracking involved. This game has pretty much no backtracking. This game does have secrets, but no major backtracking of any kind. I mean, there's a little bit, but not too much. So, just destroy everything. Destroy all of the boxes. Just break them all. Also, I don't think it's here. Is it? No, not there. There's going to be an area where we have to break a secret switch. Yep, we just broke it. If you jump high enough up here, it's going to be an area where you can't see, and if you break that, you get those two boxes. Now, if you missed that, you wouldn't have been able to get all the boxes in this level. This game does become a jerk when it comes to its secrets, so just have to be careful and make sure you find them. And of course, since I remember most of the secrets by heart, I will be sure to show them off, since I'm going for 100% completion of this game. If I haven't stated that already. I mean, it's pretty much you 100% this game or you just don't play it at all. It's one of those games. It's just so much fun to get everything. But there we go. We got the crystal and the gem. We're still missing the red gem, but we'll come back for that later. Now entering the next level with 2 gems and a crystal. Hang 8. Now this level is pretty interesting. We'll be going through this level twice, and I will explain how you get the other gem when we're finished with this level for the first time. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to get all the boxes because that's our staple. That's one way to get a gem is if you break all the boxes. And of course we're invincibility again, and I died. But that is okay, because if you die, you don't have to worry about it, because I don't have to restart the entire level again to get all the boxes. It's just really nice. And let's break this and get another Aku Aku mask. Now, the slide jump is just so broken in this game. And as you can see there, we have a timer on our bottom right-hand corner of the screen. The way to get the second gem in this level is to beat the level before that timer runs out. And that could be kind of difficult, but I will be showing that off after we beat the level for the first time, because if you get all the boxes in this level, you're going to be too slow to get that second gem. I don't know if it's even possible to get all the boxes in the level and then get that gem. I think if you go through here, the timer actually stops. Yeah, it does, so you couldn't even get all the boxes and that gem, or and that crystal at the same time. No, it is a gem. Goodness gracious, I really hope I don't mix those up later on, because that would be bad. No, I just want to break that without having to destroy the TNT and explode and then be a sad person. But these bonus areas are also really fun because, I mean, They're kind of like the taunt and token challenges, as I mentioned before, but they're pretty short. They don't last very long. And another great thing about this game is that you can save in the hub world. Also, in order to get all the boxes in this level, you do need the blue gem. And the blue gem is not that difficult to get by any means, so you shouldn't have too many problems. But as I'm saying, you can save in the hub world after each level, and you can do it manually. It asks if you want to save your game or load your game. So you don't have to go and beat a level to get the ability to save. This game can be saved at any time. It's going to be so nice for me when I'm recording this because of that fact. It's really nice. Also, yeah, I'm glad I didn't die there. Also, TNT or Nitro Central. Oh, just got to be careful of those nitro boxes because they will destroy you if you're not careful. Also, if you do a dash by pressing the circle button. No, it's the square button. God, I'm so not used to the PlayStation controller at all. So we're going to want to get all the way to the top here to activate this and then take damage, because why not? It will allow us to get the boxes that we missed back here before, so that's pretty nice. So let's go and do some nice little tricks in order to break these boxes. And that was a pretty poor excuse for a trick, Mr. Crash Bandicoot, sir. What the heck are you think you're doing? Alright, at least I got that box, that's fine. So let's just avoid all those things. Those nitro boxes we can break with this switch, or this box that allows us to break them all. And let's go back over here, and I believe this will take us to where we went on the blue gem the first time and go around in this level. So, pretty sweet for that. So, the reason why I'm recording this now is because I've just been craving to play Crash Bandicoot 2 for quite the while. And, I don't know, it's just such a great game. And it's so easy to record too. Like, it's just, I don't understand why, but it's just one of those games where I'm just having a major craving for it, like how someone craves chocolate or something, I don't know. And then again, I'm always the one that's constantly talking about stupid stuff, so... Oh, that's bad, that is bad. But I believe, yep, we made it to the end of the level. We got ourselves the gem. Oh man, I really hope I don't call gems crystals and crystals gems. Like in Yoshi's Island, what I called stars flowers and flowers stars. I hope that's not the case in this game. But there we frickin' go. We got ourselves the crystal and the gem. We'll be going back into this level to take care of the time trial, which is really cool. And who's talking to us now?
3 crystals. Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
Alright, so he's just happy that we got ourselves 3 crystals. And he will talk to us again when we've gotten every single one in this first set of levels. So that's nice. But anyways, back into Hang 8 we go, because it is time to get the second gem in this level, which is really fun to do. I love time trials in this game because it's just really fun, because I love going fast in this game. In the first Crash game, you couldn't really go fast. But here, you can go super fast if you know what you're doing. So I'm just going to do my best to go fast, because that's what this is, a time trial. So let's just not take any major damage. Let's just go away. Like this. Like, so many tricks you can do to skip some stuff in the level. Is just, goodness gracious, I can't even tell you. Also, if you die, then good luck. You're gonna have to restart the level in order to activate the time trial again, which is not the worst thing in the world, but hey, it's crazy. So let's just go through here. We can go through this, I guess. Go! Also, if I have to take an unintentional damage, I will in fact do so. But I believe, yeah, this is the end already. Look at this. See, that was not that bad at all. This is so good. And there we go. What a fast-paced level. I love it so much. And I know I keep saying that I love this game, and I really do. It's so good, and I can't wait to play more for you guys, but I think right now that's going to be the end of this episode. Next time on Crash Bandicoot 2, we're going to be doing these last 2 levels and then fight the boss, because at the end of each level, or at the end of all the levels, there is a boss fight to fight in the game. So, let's go ahead and save really quick on our empty slot. And just for name purposes, I'm going to name this file Guru, because that's who I am, the Gaming Guru 51. And of course, you have to save memory card stuff, because that's what this was back in the day. And with that being said, thank you guys so very much for watching, And I will see you guys next time for some more Crash Bandicoot 2. See you guys then.